Hi everyone. If you missed yesterday's project and family discussion, I'm just going to summarize the main points from the session. So, what we're asking families to do is so that we can continue our project based learning at home. What we're hoping for is if you can tell the story of how children learn at home. What we really want to focus on is the fact that children can learn anywhere and that their first learning place was actually the home. So this is something that you can do over the time that you are in learning from home and thinking about what's the story there, and how is it different learning from home as it is learning at school, and what's made it comfortable to be at home and what's made them happy. You might want to create something with them. They may want to create something. They may want to do a song or a dance, whatever sort of thing they're comfortable with. And what we want to do is collect all those things that they've created from their learning at home and put them in our classroom. And this will really help them to resettle back into learning at school once we do go back. I've put some documentation up and you can go through it. It's got some prompting questions, how you might want to do documenting if you want to write down what their thoughts are. This is not something that should be done really quickly or anything like that. It might be done incidentally, and they might say something and it pricks your ears up and go, oh, that's an interesting point. Let's talk about that. Let's get through that. And just noting it down. So I've put my own brainstorm in, some questions that you might want to think about, and then a poem, which is an ode to storytelling, just reminding us that this is going to be a very unique story for our children, and we're just hoping that we can really sort of acknowledge what this experience has been, and go through it with them. And if they can come out with a product that we can bring into the classroom, that would be wonderful. So that's everything to do with project, and you're more than welcome to speak to one of your homeroom teachers about it. The next part is next week we'll be introducing learning agreement. So we'll be sending out a planner of different learning agreement activities that you can do with your children. This is not essential and you don't have to do it, but it's just if you're thinking of different games, different play-based learning activities you can use, this is just going to be a resource for that. So that will go out next week. And the final bit of feedback, we've loved seeing the kids on Zoom. It's been so nice interacting with everyone. What we're trying to do is target teaching. So in this time, we're hoping to get a 15-minute sort of block where we can talk to the kids, do some maths, do some literacy, and really just connect with them again. And part of this process means that some of the kids are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, they're feeling a bit stressed, and sometimes that means their processing time or their thinking time, it takes a little bit longer. So what we'd really love is when we are doing those sessions, if they have everything ready, so having their whiteboard and their pen or even just pencils and paper, having that ready before the session starts, and then once the session's been all set up and everything, if you just if you just walk away or spend some time in the room but not next to them, just so we can get them talking, getting that dialogue, because one of the most important things is their speaking and listening skills, and we're hoping to develop that over this time as well. Please give us a shout if you've got any questions or anything that you want to talk to us about. We really want to make sure that this is a connected community in this time. And feel free to get in contact with any of the teachers if you need anything.